Hello, guys. Welcome and thank you very much. I should actually say shalom, which is the word I wanted to start with, which means no other thing than hello, hola, merhaba, I think is konnichiwa. In many language is actually meaning the same. Hello. And you know what? Before I actually start rolling with today's live, I have to apologize because it seems that in the global world that we live today, we still cannot figure out the time difference. Yes, I am in Israel today. That's why I wanted to start with this word shalom. And if you don't recognize me, my name is Daniel Horowitz, and I am the genealogy expert at MyHeritage. And probably that is why, yes, and I am asking why, a few weeks ago, my boss, which you already know also, he likes to come to the stage in RootsTech to do the keynote, Aaron Godfrey. He approached me and he asked me, Daniel, why do you do genealogy? Why you are dedicating so much time? And I'm actually doing this since I was 13, and that was a long time ago. Why you do genealogy? And this was actually the first time that we ask, or that I was asked about the why. And we started also to ask other people in MyHeritage to understand not only why we do it, but why other people do it. And we understood something that we knew all along for a long time. And we came out with for the reason why we do genealogy and why MyHeritage is helping people to do genealogy. Basically, is what you see now on the screen. We like to inspire people worldwide to discover more about who they are and where they belong. And this is part of what connects all of us together. And I'm not talking only about all of us genealogists. I'm talking about all the companies and RootsTech and Family Search, because yes, this year, if I'm not mistaken, the word or the motive of RootsTech will be discover. And I really hope you will all be able to discover more about who you are and where do you belong. And you will also be part of this journey that is family history discovery. Now, if you have not known ever about MyHeritage, well, probably the best thing will be for me to let Sandy to explain it in our video that we create to very briefly let you know about what is MyHeritage.
This is my family, and this is MyHeritage.com. MyHeritage takes my existing family tree and expands it, tracing my roots beyond the coastline. It discovers photographs that show the grit of my great-grandfather and the grace of my gran. MyHeritage finds the marks that shaped my family's destiny and the stories that we pass on to this very day. It's the thrill of discovering relatives I've never met and realizing that their eyes look just like my daughter's. MyHeritage is a tapestry that I both weave and am woven into. It's the legacy left to me by generations past, and it's my legacy for those yet to come. Uncover your global roots at myheritage.com.
And I'm sure we can all rely with Sandy and understand like why she is doing genealogy and why she needs all these tools. But as I said, I have been in the genealogy world forever already. And when Aaron asked me about why, I also thought about some of the cases I have been involved. One of them, and this connects to why I wanted to start with that special word, is the story of Shalom Korai. Shalom, which is also a first name, was an orphan that was discovered in Poland at the end of the Holocaust. He never knew his real family. He never knew who were their parents, their grandparents, or even if he had any siblings or anybody else. He was actually alone in this world. I don't know. I mean, for me, it's very hard to imagine being able to be alone, although I'm an only child, but still, we always had family around us. And I was extremely happy to meet him and being able to go to his home and to hear his story and where he started, not besides the fact that he was born in Poland, but his story started when he was 5 years old. He never remembered anything before that. And of course, the life after the war, being an orphan, going from home to home, foster parents and foster care, then moving to Israel and trying to build his family. And for more than 80 years, like looking always for that piece of information that will connect him to family. And I cannot describe really the emotion of sitting in front of him and being able to tell him, Shalom, I actually found your family. And I have to admit, it was not me. It was a very good friend of mine that happened to match DNA with Shalom. And when she asked me, please, to find out who this person was, I had to do a little bit of research, of course. I was not going to jump just, yeah, you have a DNA match, so welcome to the family. I wanted to give him the whole picture and the whole history of his case. And I was able to bring him a full family tree. I was even able to bring to Anne, which also has been dedicated to genealogy for a long time, more records and more pictures and more about the family that she didn't know, although she had a very good family tree. And let me tell you, after so many years, Shalom was so thrilled to be able to find his family, to be able to know his origins, his grandparents and great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents, just because of a DNA test and people who care for genealogy and family history. But you know what? Give me a couple of minutes because I would love for you to see the whole story.
This is the one that really looks like him. Stuart, my brother. Nothing greater than to find someone and see the family resemblance in his face. To me, it's a miracle because Yedidia's family was completely annihilated in the Holocaust.
אתה לא יכול ללכת לחפש משהו שאתה לא יודע מה אתה רוצה למצוא. לא ידעתי כלום. אם לא בדיקת DNA, כאילו אין כלום. אז בקיצור, מה הסיפור? אז הקורצ'ק הזה זה בעצם לא שם שלי. זה שם שנתנו מי שנולד במלחמה. נתנו לו שמות של גויים בשביל להסתיר.
ומה השם האמיתי שלך?
לא יודע. אף אחד לא יודע. נולדתי בגטו ורשה. היה מרד, נשרף, ואני התחלתי להסתובב. תראי לך, יש לך ילד בן שנתיים נשאר לבד על המדרכה, בחורף, מכנסיים קצרים, ולא יודע לאן ללכת. כשנולד עיוור, לא רע בחיים, הוא לא יודע מה הוא מפסיד. אני נולדתי למציאות, לא ידעתי מציאות אחרת, לא ידעתי מושג של הורים בכלל, לא ידעתי שיש דבר כזה. עבדתי על סמטרלה 35 שנה. יש פה ציוד שאני יכול לעשות לבואינג, אוברול באוויר, הוא לא צריך לנחות בכלל. יהודייה שהייתה נשואה בפולניה, היא הצילה 100 ילדים, לא, מה אני אגיד לך? היא ידעה שאנחנו במנזר בזקופנה. ואני זוכר שהיא באה, וישבנו, לא יודע מה עשינו, המון ילדים בתוך אולם, בלי כיסאות, בלי כלום, רצפה וקירות, זה הכל. ובאמצע תנור, נעמדה בדלת, והתחילה לזרוק לתוך העולם סוכריות. אמרתי לעצמי, אם אני עוזב את התנור, לא יהיה לי כבר מקום עליו. ויתרתי על הסוכריות, נשארתי על התנור. כשברחנו, אז אותנו שמו בתוך תרמיל, איפה ששמים את התרמילים באוטובוס, מעבר גבולות. מישהו, אני לא יודע, אולי אני, מישהו השתין. אז זה שעשה את הביקורת, אומר לגברת, נפתח לך התרמוס בתיק.
He does not know anything about his family. I mean, this is just absolutely amazing. Forever, we knew that Yedidia's family was all killed in the Holocaust. MyHeritage said you've got to match second cousin. And when the picture came through, my husband and I said, that's my brother.
ואז היא סיפרה לי את כל הסיפור, שנמצאה למשפחה גדולה, שהם עלו ב-1900 בערך, עזבו לאמריקה מפולניה.
Everybody came to the States except Yedidia.
וזה כנראה הסבא שלי, ידידיה.
And when he meets a lot of this family, he'll be seeing himself in them. And you know what I want to do when I see you, Shalom? I want to give you the biggest hug. I have been getting goosebumps. That's the one thing I can't wait to do is put my arms around him and hold him tight. And sending lots of love your way.
בוסו. חוויה.
So yes, Shalom actually went to the States and met with Anne and found his family, and they're in contact till today. And I'm feeling very proud because I had this little part on putting the families together and in contact. And I'm not from the research team. We do have a team that works very hard in a few cases that you can see on our blog and probably read on the press as well. But that's not my job. My job is to be here with you. My job is to give lectures. My job is to talk with people, with societies. But every time that I have this opportunity to help somebody and to be able to connect families, I am very happy that I can do it. Now, Shalom found his family, but everything that he had was these two pictures that you're seeing there on the screen when he was a kid and then a young man. That was all. Shalom couldn't see images of his family and his relatives. And that is really a shame. And MyHeritage understands also the importance of the pictures. That is why we have so many tools developed in order to improve enhance, colorize, and even animate the pictures. And we understand that we don't necessarily remember or realize that people actually move, right? And in a picture is just a time shot of something that happened at a particular time. But imagine if you could actually take one picture and get back to the movement that originated that image. That is what we achieve this year when we introduce live memory. This is artificial intelligence. This is high-tech technology put on the benefit of genealogists around the world. And you know what? Besides looking at these images being animated, we can see a little bit more of the technology and what it's behind the scenes of these live memories. So yes, you're reading correct. It said over there, free. MyHeritage allows you to do live memories with your pictures totally free from your mobile device. All you need to do is to download for either the Android or the iPhone, the MyHeritage app, and have over there the live memory. But one other thing that MyHeritage characterizes for is to do things on a fun way. And that is why very soon after we release this live memory, we decided to put a little bit of humor into the feature. And we create some custom animations to make this, your families and your ancestors, to do the things we thought they will be doing. Well, probably the Godzilla, T-Rex one, and Zero Gravity are not exactly what your ancestors did. But having the option to see your family kiss, dancing, hugging, or under the weather, it is kind of a fun way to look at your ancestors. Now, pictures and family trees are very good, but we all know that we need records. And MyHeritage also knows that. That is why at the beginning of, it's already last year, almost a year ago, we released this other website called Old News, totally dedicated to newspapers, because we all love the juicy gossips, stories that we can find in the newspapers about our families. It's not just names, dates, and places. It's everything that our family did back then. And since a year ago, MyHeritage keeps adding more and more newspapers from all over the world, not only the US, Australia, UK, but also Austria, Poland, German, Spain, and many, many more up to come. And we didn't stop there, because it's not enough only to show you the newspaper or the page where your family may be mentioned. We moved on and we created an index of those newspapers with the names and the stories that you can find over there. These are collections that we keep releasing both under the MyHeritage website and under Old News. And you know what? In a lot of conferences after RootsTech last year, people were asking me, but why you need a separate website? Why All News cannot be part of MyHeritage? And the answer is actually very easy. Being able to dedicate the technology to the newspapers allow us to better and improve the AI technology, the artificial intelligence technology that reads those newspapers, that extracts all those billions and billions with the B of records that we are constantly extracting. Just last month, we released another 11.6 billion historical records extracted from newspapers, and that gave us a total of 33 billion historical records in total. And in fact, you know what? Let me go very fast to the website because I want to give you the exact number. Up till now, we have 33,259,000 or million records. I cannot even read that number anymore. But I can guarantee you one thing, and this is probably the most important thing from this part of the message, is that MyHeritage keeps looking for more records, and we're going to keep releasing more newspapers and more collections every week. We haven't stopped, and we don't plan to stop at all. So I will suggest you keep visiting our blog and our page often in order to learn about what we are releasing. Now, I already mentioned DNA, and definitely DNA is playing a huge part on what we do to help people and to help families out there. But MyHeritage is not alone because we partner and we associate with other groups like the DNA Angels and other organizations in different countries. And we're talking about like from South America, Argentina, Chile, Brazil, to as far as Greece. Well, Greece is not really too far for me, but maybe for you in the States or even Australia. We go around the world and we help organizations and people to be able to test and to be able to find and understand their matches. And this is one case from these three brothers, which they had no idea the other ones existed. So prepare your box of Kleenex or tissues, and let's look at this happy story.
Incredible. And it's going to be even more incredible when I meet them.
I know! Oh my God!
That's a wonderful.
You look like your granny. You do. You look like your granny. Yeah.
My name is Josephine Morey. I was fostered for the Isle of Wight and I've been there ever since.
When I was 3 weeks old, my mother abandoned me. Then I was in hospital till I was 3. Then went back to the convent. I was there till I was 13 and I got fostered out. I didn't have any background as far as I was concerned because I didn't know who my parents were.
My name is Lorraine Williams. I'm 74 years old. I was born in Liverpool, England, but at the age of 2, I emigrated to Canada, where I was raised by my parents in Montreal.
Chloe, my granddaughter, bought me MyHeritage set. And I said to her, "What's this for?" And she said, "Well, Granny, we all like to know where we come from."
I uploaded my DNA to MyHeritage because my dad's cousin had seen a relationship So she advised me to upload my DNA for free. Well, she wanted to find out, so did I, if I had a half-sibling.
My daughter got a DNA kit for me, and then it come back.
Lo and behold, Chloe found a connection, and then she said to me, Granny, if I've got a cousin, you must have a brother or a sister. There was a connection genetically.
It was mixed emotions, because to find out that I've got sisters, I'm thinking to myself, who are these people? I thought I was just on my own.
We had no idea of each other's existence until the MyHeritage tests. Everyone was ecstatic about it. Everybody wanted to know more about our dad, his background, and I was happy to provide them with all the answers I could give them.
My dad, what I found out about him since is that apparently I'm the spitting image of him.
Right there, with the smile.
Yeah.
It's so nice to have this expanded family.
MyHeritage have actually made today a pinnacle of everything that's happened between finding family and my brother and sister.
Hi Gran, how are you feeling about today?
Really excited, can't wait.
So Dad, how are you feeling today?
Well, elation doesn't even come into it. It's just absolutely mind-shattering.
Off to meet the new relatives.
I'm so excited to see Jimmy in the rain.
The fact that I now have a family that I never ever knew existed.
I'm only a few minutes away from meeting my sister live. The fact she came from Canada to see us is amazing. It's incredible. And it's going to be even more incredible when I meet them.
Oh my God. Oh my God, I don't believe Oh God, it's lovely. I know! Oh my God!
What's it going for?
My younger sister. You know what question, Granny? You do. Your Granny? Yeah.
Don't put me over. Come on now.
You know what? These two are freaking amazing.
These two. Crazy.
It's been a rather surreal feeling. I've been jumping for joy today. Literally.
I just can't, I can't put it into words. I'm just overwhelmed.
It's like we've known each other all our lives.
Thank you, MyHeritage.
Without which we would not have met each other. Family! Come on everybody, let's dance!
You know what? It doesn't matter how many times I see the video, how many stories I hear that we help and people got connected and people discovered each other. It's always good. It feels good, and it answers definitely the big why. This is why we're doing this, and this is just the tip of the iceberg of everything that we have done, not only during this year since last RootsTech, but for more than 20 years on MyHeritage and for more than 35 years in my own life. I have been able to travel the world and to meet a lot of my family that I never thought I knew I had. But this is all now in the past. Today we're here because we wanted to talk about our ways to RootsTech. And yes, MyHeritage is ready. Well, not quite yet, but we will be ready by the time we hit the ground in Salt Lake City. And guys, I don't know if you realize this, but it's already 30 days, probably by now, and considering the time change and all that, is 29 days for this image to be reproduced again. The whole MyHeritage team, well, no, that's also not true. Only part of the team. MyHeritage has today about 600 employees, and they cannot all come to Salt Lake City. But the selected team is going to be there in the booth, ready to welcome you, ready to give you prizes and giveaways. Wait. I'm going to mention that. Ready to help you with your family tree, with your DNA, with the records. We're also going to have the usual theater on the, well, from here it's kind of the back. But if you're going to be there in RootsTech, booth on the ground, as we like to say, make notes already, because during the 3 days of RootsTech, we are going to have lectures at the exhibit hall every hour on the top of the hour. So at the 00 minutes of the hour, you can be there and you're going to hear from one of these experts in the wonderful things that MyHeritage has for you. And then, well, don't forget to ask for your giveaways. We are bringing more playing cards because for the last year, this has been one of the biggest things that MyHeritage is giving away. People love those cards that not only work like to actually play games, but they also have questions that will help you trigger different stories and different memories from your family. We also have our wonderful bags that everybody wants. I don't know if it's because of the colors or because they are big enough to put everything that you have inside. The team will also help you upload your DNA and your family tree totally for free. Yes, we did it last year and we did it also the year before. And I don't remember when we started. We started with DNA in 2016. But since then, we allow you to import your DNA into MyHeritage. You can also always import your family tree and enjoy all the features and the connections that we do for you. And I think we also still have a few of those t-shirts. So again, yes, pass by the booth and make sure that you collect your prizes. Now, also, if you're going to be there, you need to make a note of this, because on Friday at 1:30 p.m., that is Mountain Time, Salt Lake City time, in the room 151, that is in the lower level where the exhibit hall is. Right in front of the exhibit hall is where our founder and CEO, Gilad Jaffer, is going to be giving a lecture. And besides driving and pushing this company for since the beginnings, one of the other things that Gilad really enjoys is to be able to have this contact with the public and reveal the new things that MyHeritage will bring. If you have been there once, if you have heard him, you know that he is not only a great speaker, but also the stories and the features that he thinks and he reveals on his lectures are really wonderful. And you know what? Every one of the employees at MyHeritage, we fight and we make sure that we are there to hear his lectures, because mostly that's what gives us the roadmap of what we're going to be working on for the next year. But he's not the only one who will be there. Yes, I'm also gonna be there as every year having fun, but MyHeritage and the whole MyHeritage family is gonna be there with Uri from Canada and Gal from Israel and Miko coming from Ireland and Tal and Shahar and Phoebe and Jana and all this wonderful group of people that are going to be lecturing both in the main halls or at our booth. Of course, that next to us is going to be Jeff and Marianne with Legacy Family Tree webinars, a MyHeritage company that spread knowledge and lectures all over the world, and also Jeannie with Amanda and Mike and building that huge tree of the humankind. So, yeah, make sure that you check your schedule. Now, we are going to bring a lot of new stuff to RootsTech, but I have to be honest, sometimes we cannot wait. And that is actually the case of what we just released a couple of days ago. So I'm sorry, it's not a scoop unless you haven't heard about it, but MyHeritage just released the new ethnicity estimation model. We call it version 2.5 because, well, we tried to do a 2.0 and it was not good enough. And let me tell you, that bar for Gilad is quite high. And if we're not sure that the product that we're developing is good enough, we prefer sometimes to wait a little bit more and to get a better ethnicity estimation and a better project. My marketing team, the video team, also create a nice movie about this. So why not watching it just 1 minute? So, yes, all what you need to do is to go under your MyHeritage DNA page and request to run the ethnicity estimation again. Hopefully, you will be located into more than one of these regions that we try to be very precise and very thorough on the areas that we have for you. And the reason that I'm saying that we're trying, and I hope that you get one more than one, is because, well, people will say I'm very boring. I am an 100% Ashkenazi Jew. And I can tell you, the previous estimation gave me all kind of little pieces over here and there from Italy and Greece. But now, and corroborated by my family tree, I can tell you my genetic group matches my tree and my ethnicity estimations matches my tree. So go ahead, try it. It's totally free. And if you have not done it yet, well, you can always either take a DNA test or upload into MyHeritage whatever test you have from other companies. Of course, we have more things that are coming up. In fact, there is one more thing that we're going to release before RootsTech. And yes, sorry, I cannot say it now. Otherwise, I will not be able to go back to the office tomorrow. So what you should do is to keep an eye on our blog. Blog.myheritage.com is the place where we announce all the features, all the stories, all the records, and everything that we are doing. And I can guarantee you that before the end of the week, we're going to have there a new feature, a new product. And not only that, and yes, I know that RootsTech is in less than a month, and we will have some things to release then. Probably before that, we're going to have even more. Now, what you should do in the meantime, besides going into the blog, you should visit the MyHeritage Wiki. Yep, MyHeritage opened it officially. I think it was last year or probably a little bit before RootsTech. This is a place, a community-led encyclopedia for genealogy and DNA, totally free and available to everybody. Let me give you a glimpse of that with this video.
Meet the MyHeritage Wiki, a free, community-led, and constantly growing online encyclopedia to help you learn all about family history and DNA. Explore different categories, like genealogy research by location, which provides information about researching ancestors from a specific region. Discover everything you ever wanted to know about DNA and ethnicity in the Genetic Origins category, which has articles about genetic origins, including concepts in DNA, guides to researching and analyzing DNA matches, and information about ethnic origins around the world. Research naming traditions from around the world, including given names and surnames from different regions and cultures. Learn all about the different types of historical records you can use to make new discoveries about your ancestors. Unsure where to start or where to go next? Follow the how-to guides for practical articles that walk you through countless aspects of family history and DNA testing. Have your own insights to add or want to contribute an article? Apply to become a contributor and join our rapidly growing MyHeritage Wiki community. Take part in the movement to make family history research easier and more accessible for everyone, and enjoy nice perks and benefits too. Start exploring today by visiting myheritage.com/wiki.
So yes, you heard it. If you are an expert in any area, we invite you to become part of the wiki and to collaborate with others to bring all the knowledge out there. Talking about knowledge, MyHeritage has a knowledge base as well, totally free for everybody to enjoy. It's under the URL education.myheritage.com, and you cannot believe what you will find there. For example, let's see it on this video.
It's super easy to discover your family history, and the MyHeritage knowledge base will show you how. Gain a better understanding of the tools and features available on MyHeritage, whether you're new to family history research or a seasoned genealogist. You'll find how-to videos that will give you step-by-step instructions on different aspects of using MyHeritage. You'll also enjoy access to dozens of webinars covering every facet of MyHeritage and hear from expert speakers in the fields of genealogy and DNA testing. The articles on the site will give you in-depth information about different MyHeritage features, as well as helpful tips to enrich your family history research. If you're new to genealogy, check out some basic resources to get you started. If you're looking to learn about a specific topic, type in the topic in the search field. You can easily filter your search by category, family trees, research, or DNA. The MyHeritage knowledge base is available in 10 languages, and new content is added on a weekly basis, so check back regularly for updates. To learn more, visit education.myheritage.com.
I think it's very clear that one of the goals of MyHeritage, not only for RootsTech, but for all year long, is to keep you educated about the latest things that are out there. And not only under MyHeritage, but remember, also Jeff, with Legacy Family Tree webinars, that does his part. And if you want to know more about it, let me play this video for you. And as anything in this D&H, I can already tell you those numbers are not up to date because every day Jeff add more webinars and more handouts and more lectures or speakers right there. Talking about speakers, talking about numbers. Yep, it says over there 30 days and 9 hours, but I know that it's way less than that because I have been with you at least for 55 minutes already. So RootsTech is not one-stop thing during 3 days. RootsTech is what we are all preparing for during a year just to have enough material, enough knowledge for you during the whole year. I invite you all to go into the RootsTech website, look into the schedule, both if you're going to be there in person or if you're going to be from home. Yes, both RootsTech, Family Search, and MyHeritage, we have videos, webinars, and material for you to enjoy. So don't limit yourself. Even if you're there, you can always come back home and keep enjoying RootsTech for the rest of the year. Well, guys, I think it's enough and it's time for me to go back to work. Yes, at this time of night for me, I go back to work. Otherwise, we will not be in time for RootsTech with all what we want to bring. But wait, just before, I will really like to tell you again, Shalom, because Shalom is not only hello, it's also goodbye, but it's also something very important, peace. And I really hope and pray that we can see peace all over the world very soon. So guys, I hope to see you all in 29 days in Salt Lake City. Goodbye, guys.